everybody, is me and Roswin back with Ace Attorney Investigations.
Hello!
Shut up. And she's gonna be playing Ace Attorney Investigations on an emulator because DS capture cards are kind of
not nice. Or not nice there.
No, they cost a lot. Alright, start game. Episode 1, Turnabout Visitor.
Confirm.
March 14th, 1:16 a.m. To make sure the defendant is found guilty. Okay, it's frick, man.
Sorry, maybe I wasn't clear enough.
No, they gave verdict. Yeah. Oh no. It's the big bad. I'm Prodigy. Always have been, always will be. Roswin has seen the Ace Attorney anime, and she's seen me play some of Ace Attorney Investigations too, but she hasn't played any Ace Attorney games herself.
Nope.
March 14th, 2:05 a.m. Prosecutors Building, 12th floor hallway. Ooh. I can read.
I know. Wait, what? It's hard to believe I saw.
It's hard to believe that I've been away from my office for a whole month. I hope Detective Gumshoe has been keeping an eye on my office and keeping it clean. The door is unlocked. Okay. Detective Gumshoe? What's the smell? It's very familiar. Blood? What the? What's the meaning of this? Freeze.
It's the cops.
Identify yourself. Shut up. No, you. You got some nerve to commit murder in a prosecutor's office. Is that a threat? Let me make one thing very clear. What? No one gets away with committing murder in my office. No one. And he disappeared.
My name is Miles Edgeworth. Let me read.
No! I work as a prosecutor in my local district. Little did I know that upon my return home after a month abroad, I'd be thrust into a multitude of cases and some very frantic and busy days. March 14th, 2:56 a.m. High Prosecutor's Offices, room 1202. I finished photographing the victim's body, sir. Very well. Please continue with your investigation. Yes, sir.
Just the way that guard right here looks.
There you be.
Wait, organizer?
Ah! Mr. Edgeworth, sir, are you okay, sir? Keep it down, detective. This is a crime scene. When I heard that a murder had taken place in our office, I ran up here straight away. This is Dick Gumshoe. He's a detective with a local precinct. I can never say that. And one they assigned to handle this murder case for the time being. You're looking a little pale, sir. Are you hurt? No, I'm perfectly fine. However... look what they did to your office. It's totally trashed. I would say the culprit soiled my floor with dirt rather well. No one gets away with tracking mud into my office. Whoa, sounds like I'm getting really burned up over this whole thing. This crime was committed in my office, so it's my responsibility to solve it. That's just like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, time to do some investigating. Agreed. Our first course of action is to gather relevant facts and leads. We must not overlook anything, no matter how small, if we are to find the truth. So I'll keep any leads or information we find etched into the forefront of my mind. Speaking of things that piqued my curiosity, why of all places did the murder occur in my office? I get the nagging feeling that this is something important to keep in mind. Yeah, I was worrying that myself, sir. I mean, you can't really say it's just a coincidence, can you? No, not really, especially because of this. The key to your office? What do you mean, sir? If you think about it carefully and use logic, it should become clear to you. Logic? Yeah, Gumshoe doesn't know what logic is. By finding the connection between two pieces of information.
Yeah, he's kinda dumb. Not him, but Gumshoes.
And connecting them, new information is born. That is the end result of using logic. So how do you use it?
He is dumb.
First, I would call information through the logic button and then connect them together. Now, to touch the logic button, I would call the facts.
Alright, let's see. Crime scene in my office. Is it really a coincidence that
the
murder took
place in your office?
I can't speak. Okay.
Which is why I'm reading it for you. The office key. For security reasons, the office's door has a lock built into it. You gotta connect them, Roz. No.
How?
Double tap on it. Now connect. For security reasons, all prosecutors' doors are outfitted with locks. Which means it would have been hard for the murderer and the victim to get in here. Ergo, it's impossible to dismiss the location of this crime as mere coincidence. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking, sir. There must be a reason why someone infiltrated my room. What was the killer after? You're really on the ball today, Mr. Edgeworth. That's some beautiful logic, sir. Yes, well, when you follow leads to their conclusion, only the truth remains. However, if the information doesn't line up properly, I may stray far from the truth as well. But if I think carefully before piecing leads together, the logic should flow. Well, let's get started with our investigation, shall we? Yes, sir!
Let's see.
The basis of any good investigation is to examine everything, sir. I know that, and when I want to examine something, I simply touch the examine button. Oh, and if you ever feel lost and want to talk, just touch the partner button, okay? I'll give you great precise advice as an ace investigator, sir. Something to try later if I have free time, I suppose. Alright, and now you use the little, examine.
What?
No.
Wait.
The examine button.
Oh.
They finished photographing the body, so it should be alright to examine this area. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Roswin, if you want to examine the hand, just examine the hand. There's blood all over his lower abdominal area. Looks like the lip passed clean through his stomach area, sir. In other words, he was shot. Yep, and until the autopsy's done, I don't think we'll know much more than that. Please have the body sent to the morgue once they're done processing the crime scene. Crime scene notes draw down my organizer. Are you going to be okay with keeping track of the evidence we find, sir? Of course, this is the safest way I know to keep track of it all. Alright, if you say so. I keep all the evidence I find either in or with my organizer. When I want to re-examine a piece, I have but to touch the organizer button. But the organizer isn't only for evidence, I keep people's profiles on hand in it too. It's probably a good idea to make a habit of checking the facts often. Yeah, so that's where you see your evidence. Pretty much. What do we have here? Hey, I think I've seen one of those before. It's a police badge, detective. Oh hey, I have the exact same thing actually. What a coincidence. Let's take a look inside. Mr. Buddy Faith. It appeared that our victim was a detective just like you. Nope. Remember, you don't connect things just because both of them are together.
No, I just thought because, like, maybe he was after that him or something. Like revenge or something.
Let's see here. There's blood all over his dog. Yeah, it's the same thing as earlier.
Even.
You okay? Then you can just use like properties if you want.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, to get right next to your gun. What have we here? Could this perhaps be the murder weapon? If so, it would mean that the killer made their escape after disposing of their gun here. I think I've seen one of those before. Care to enlighten me as to where? Oh, I know. I was issued the exact same model, I think. Detective. I don't really like guns all that much. I mean, they're really dangerous. But now that I think about it, you do see this model around the precinct a lot, sir. I don't use mine much, except in emergencies, so that's why I didn't recognize it. So it's the same type of revolver as the ones used by the detectives. I seem to have gathered a few pieces of pertinent information. Now to calmly use some logic and figure out if any of them are connected to each other.
Wait a second. get to the picture?
I don't think I can right now. Looks like he's like swiping for fingerprints. Wait, I don't know. Dusting for fingerprints. How's it coming along? Please, I need absolute silence. Fingerprint lifting is a delicate art. Well, why never? Is this yet another batch of fresh flowers? Roz looked at the stew samurai figure.
Where? Oh.
The ones that come with a card attached every month, like clockwork for you? Yep. Speaking of that, let's see what's on the card this month, sir. All will be resolved. Wendy. Oh, Miss Irony, how painful are thy thorns. Wendy, isn't that the name of that old lady with the whiny voice that stopped? That's enough, detective. You need not remind me further. Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing my stew samurai doll was spared any harm. Speaking of which, I haven't actually sat down and watched any of that show. What's it about again? Well, I don't know much about it myself, but the hero of the Stew Samurai, warrior of Neo Old Tokyo, is a Stew Samurai, and his goal is to defeat the evil magistrate. It's a show geared towards kids. However, its high production values and riveting plot draws in a number of adults as well. Spin-offs like the 8 Princess, Warrior of the Old Tokyo, and the Nickel Samurai, along with the elusive merchandise and even a new stage show, gives it presence. You sure know a lot. Are you sure you're not some sort of rabid fanboy? Of course not. Anyone that keeps up with society knows at least this much. That conversation lasts longer than expected. Let's return to the investigation. Oh, it's your trophy. Knight of Prosecutors, right? King of Prosecutors. And it's not a trophy, it's a shield. They only send this to the winning prosecutor, right? Yes, but I have no real interest in the perceived worth of other people. As for my own worth, that's something only I can determine for myself. That's so slick, sir. I'm gonna have to try saying that sometime. Unfortunately for him, the monetary worth is tied directly to his worth to me. Ah, watch out for the teacup fragments there, sir. That killer's gonna pay this tea set. Yikes, you're really mad over this. The tea set is very dear to my heart and can only be bought in England. It costs more than a whole month's paycheck. What? What? Now I feel like the killer's wasted one of my monthly paychecks. I hope we can solve this case quickly. I'd like to return to relaxing on this sofa. That thing that's 5 billion times softer than my mattress at home. Can I sit on it too, just for a little while, sir? Detective Gumshoe, you know I can't allow that. Until this case is solved, neither of us has time to spare, let alone rest. You're right, sir. I'm gonna work hard and be a real trooper to the end. Even once this case is over, I don't think you can afford to take any time off. proof of my profession. However, I'd prefer to keep it in my pocket. Crime scene notes. Bullet whipped clean through the victim. Okay, Roswin. Homicide.
That gun. That's too pixely. This game too pixely. That looks like a Christmas tree.
It's a 2010 DS game, so I mean, makes sense.
I don't care. Let's see.
Ouch, they even knocked over your chess set. I also ready for when you get back. I figured we could play a few games. I had no idea you're interested in chess. I'm actually pretty good at checkers, so I thought I'd give chess a try. In that case, I suppose I could set some time aside after we solve this case. But I don't expect the games to test my mental acuity much.
Wait a second, what is that? No, I want to get over here. Wait, hallway? We can go into the hallway, I think.
No, you cannot.
Why not?
Because there's still more stuff to investigate in here.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. It's been a while since I've sat at this desk. Oh, how I've missed you. It's so tidy that it looks nearer than when I first bought it. Oh yeah, that thing's so polished that makes mirrors jealous. Don't tell me you had no other work the entire time I was away, detective. My job is to protect your office, sir. And you did such a good job protecting it that a murder occurred in it. That's harsh, sure. I have to admit, the desk has never looked better, so I guess I can't dock his pay. Watch it. No, you've already seen this.
Get your hands off this.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. There's still one more thing you need to look at.
I'm just examining.
Let's see. His leg is important. This is your Vitesse boy.
Alright, then what do I need to...
Same thing. I don't believe it. I packed those files on these shelves so tight. That's not even... That not even an earthquake could make them fall off. But just look at them. At this rate, the rest of the files won't be able to withstand an earthquake at all. A problem, to be sure. Well, once the investigation is over, we'll put them back on the shelf.
Dish?
Yeah, the books. Your files are all over the floor, sir. They probably fell during the struggle between the victim and his killer. Aw, I tried so hard to keep this place spotless while you're away. I mean, this just render all the time and effort I put in pointless. I don't recall ever asking you to clean my room. Well, I water the flowers every day just like requested, sir. I just add clean to the list as a weekend special. For about half a day every Saturday, I'd come in and clean this place until it sparkled. Does he have a life? You're so mean to Gumshoe.
Let's see. Signs of...
Not exactly a shiny example of the perfect line of logic.
No. Do you know anything?
There's a very, obvious connection here. But,
This and this?
let's look at all the descriptions, right? Alright, revolver is the same model as those used by the detectives. And now, the killer's goal signs of a struggle and the victim was a detective.
My files are a mess pointing to the struggle between the killer and the victim.
Yep.
Why did this happen in my office?
What was the killer after? And, according to his badge and ID, Buddy Faith was a detective.
I don't say. Wait a second. These two? These two? These two?
No, it could possibly be connected. I mean,
It is?
yes. I mean, you've what were? No, the revolver only used by detectives, and the fact that the victim was a detective couldn't match at all. But there were some files that were flipped over, so obviously that's connected. And Chubb belonged to or recently departed. Detective Gumshoe, can you please thoroughly check the victim's body one more time? Yes, sir. On it now, sir. Excuse me, pal. Let's see what we got here. Mr. Edgeworth, sir. This guy's wearing a gun holster. So it appears that our killer somehow managed to take the victim's gun from him.
Okay.
And with the revolver found, let's see. As I always say, you've got to look really carefully at each piece of evidence. You can use the scroll wheels to rotate an object. There's no such thing as a bad angle. Use the slide bar, the X and Y arrows to zoom in and out to get the nitty-gritty.
The X and Y?
Do you think that's so easy to take to life with just the pull of a trigger? You know, I can't ever really see myself liking guns. Oh, but okay, Rosalind.
Yeah, it's given. I don't want it. I don't care.
Okay, you use the sliders.
The sliders.
It looks like only one round was fired from this. Wow, so the killer killed the victim with just one shot after wresting the gun from him? Sounds like the guy knew how to handle a gun, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? We have no proof for now, but that is a distinct possibility. I guess this is about all we're gonna find out. We should send the body to Jim! What? Why, oh why, how could this have happened to a guy like you? Are you alright? Don't touch me, leave me alone, just let me be. Sorry, but I can't do that. The investigation is still ongoing, so please refrain from touching the body. The body? The body? Don't talk about him like he's just some lump of flesh. Look at him. Jim looks like he's just turned in for the night. Sure, just a blood-stained suit, pal. Where are my manners? Aren't you that prosecutor? Why, yes I am. I'm Jax Portman, prosecutor. Jim here was my partner in crime busting. I'm Miles Edgeworth, and like you, I am also a prosecutor. Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir. Sir Miles Edgeworth, I guess this is your office? Yes, that's correct. That was you! You're the one who killed Jim. Hey, don't go around jumping to conclusions, pal. No, I'll not. Calm down. I don't know how things work around here. High prosecutor's office doors all have locks built into them. Only the owner of the office has the key to his or her own office door. That's correct. However, I was not the one who killed your partner. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth has been overseas on a business trip this whole time, pal. And the key to the door was with me the entire time, okay? So the only one who could get in here was me. Ho 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 ho. Wait, that means... I'm not sure what that means. So is you then! You're Jim's killer! No way, pal, you've got it all wrong. Everyone calm down. Mr. Portsman, correct? If you're a real prosecutor, you should know how to stay collected. The investigation has only just begun. Is it too early to be drawing conclusions? Alright, I get the point. You're right, my mistake. I tend to get a little too hot-headed sometimes. You sure are one cool customer though, Mr. Edgeworth.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun. I don't know what I'm doing.
After all the rumors about you, you're the great genius prosecutor. You're something of a legend, you know? Anyway, let's call truce and work together, okay? Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal? A pleasure to work with you. You guys were conducting your investigation, right? Sorry for barging in a little bit like that. Carry on then, it's your room after all. Thank you, I intend to. I just want a little more time to say goodbye to Jim. You there. Sir! I want you to capture this scene on film for me. My final farewell to my partner, Jim. I should probably give them some space. And with that...
No, I wanted to go see... No, one thing. That's all I want to see. No, just one thing. Please.
We are going to conclude the case.
No.
For now.
Please.
We are going to conclude the video, okay?
Listen.
Hey, no, shut up.
No,
No!
I just wanted to see one thing.
Alright,
picture.
wow! Okay. So, that concludes this episode. Wait,
Goodbye.
what did you think of Ace Attorney Investigations?
Ow. Well, I didn't get to kill anyone, so that's not nice. I like Gunpoint better.
You investigated someone killing someone.
Doesn't matter. I want to kill someone. I want to punch someone too.
I'll punch you.
No, 224 times. Just like at gunpoint.
Okay, but what did you actually think about Ace Attorney?
Let me think. Just a second. Watch out. You're gonna get hit if you're not. Okay.
What did you think?
It was pretty good.
I'm going to bed.